Are you tired of talking about the trade deadline? Yes, you probably are. But guess what? The NFL got exactly what they wanted. The trade deadline would have been yesterday, the 29th of October, no doubt, but they decided to push it back 1 week. And while it has made things super interesting, it also has become a pain in the rear. But hey, it's good for content because I tell you what, the Detroit Lions are going to have their pick of the litter when it comes to certain players. There are teams that might be on the fringe right now that after Sunday's games decide, you know what, we're going to go ahead and start thinking of 2025 and beyond. And one of those teams is the Cleveland Browns. Even though you have Jameis Winston that comes in and ate a dub for the Cleveland Browns, they are probably done in that AFC North and probably are going to start selling assets away, already trading Amari Cooper to the Buffalo Bills. But what about the Detroit Lions? A name that's been connected to us for quite some time now is Za'Darius Smith. And we keep hearing kind of different things every day. Something comes out about somebody new for the Detroit Lions. But Za'Darius Smith actually did not practice today. This is from Mary K. Kabat. Says, Za'Darius Smith not outside at practice today. No reason given yet. Now, that was at 2:34 this afternoon, and I don't know if there's been an update since. But either way, this is the time where we are going to start talking about keeping an eye on people who play on Sunday, or in this case, may not play on Sunday. Because if that person was to get hurt, there is zero trade value at that point. So keep a close eye on Za'Darius Smith if he is not moved before Sunday's game. Now, here is a thing that I want Detroit Lions fans to consider. There's going to be a bidding war for Za'Darius Smith, and the Detroit Lions might have to up their capital in order to acquire probably one of the last pass rushers that we could realistically get our hands on at this point. I myself wouldn't mind Trey Hendrickson, but the Cincinnati Bengals think they can win every game. Here's what Jeremy Fowler had to say about Za'Darius Smith. He's a hot name right now, Fowler reported on SportsCenter. The Detroit Lions desperately need a pass rusher after injuries. The teams I've talked to believe the Browns want a really good day 3 pick for Smith. So maybe a 4th rounder or so would probably get it done. But I'm told the Browns are open to keeping him because they have him under contract for 2 years, meaning the rest of this year and next year. And he's been playing well for them. A name to watch could be moved at the trade deadline. So I want you to keep an eye on this right here. The Browns want a really good day 3 pick. We know that day 3 is rounds 4 through 7. So maybe a 4th rounder. That is kind of the first half of day 3. So would probably get it done. But here to me is the swing right here. I'm told the Browns are open to keeping him because they have him under contract for the next 2 years. This is called a bargaining chip. This is put out here to say, hey, teams, we necessarily don't have to trade this guy because he's under contract for next year. He just signed a 2-year deal this offseason. So if you want Za'Darius Smith, you're going to have to come correct. There are multiple teams that are looking for a pass rusher that his name has come up. Now, a few teams that I don't think we don't have to worry about him going to is the Green Bay Packers or the Minnesota Vikings. The Chicago Bears could be a team that try to make a play for him. He would love to come back to the NFC North. He got a bone to pick with the Packers and Vikings, especially the Packers. So I think that he would be willing to come to the Chicago Bears. So Brad Holmes and the Detroit Lions may have to outbid other teams. And at this point, you've already watched the defense through video, so you understand that the pass rush is right now through 7 games. Now we still have 10 to go. It's exactly where it was to end last year. So it's got time to balance out. But that pass rush has to get fixed if we truly have a chance of going all the way and winning 2 or 3 games on our way to winning our first Super Bowl. So Are you willing to give a day 3 pick? Now, I believe that the Detroit Lions have two. I don't think they have 2 fourths. I think they only have 1. So Brad Holmes is good at what he does when it comes to draft. So I trust him to get this done if he needs to get it done. What would you throw in to sweeten up the pot? You know who I would pick, but let me know your thoughts and drop those names in the comment section below. This channel is brought to you by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. You could be anywhere else on YouTube, but you choose to rock with me. So take care of yourself and each other and make smart choices. And as always, go Lions.